Is this our favorite male baddie ever?
Bad boy.
This is our bad boy. Woo!
What's going on,
It's
ladies?
Justin Tracy. Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
We
Listen,
need help because we're all over the
we
fucking
need to
place.
pick me up because so far the men we've talked to, what do men want? They seem to care about one thing, and it's sex and sandwiches. Do you have any other insight to offer us?
Nope, that's pretty much it.
No,
Thank you for your call. No,
I mean, you want like companionship. Sex is important. Sandwiches are important.
yeah.
All food is important, really. But you want like companionship. You want friendship. You want a best friend. You know what I mean?
Aw.
Wow,
me
we
and
have
my
gotten
wife,
three
me and my
different
wife
guys.
are best friends, and that's what we say all the time to each other. You're my
Wow.
best friend. You know. So.
Wow. All right.
What in life, like what you want from a partner? Like, can you name the top 3 things off the top of your head, or tell us that one thing that you comes to your mind right away?
And tits is
What-
not frowned upon. If
Yeah,
you say
whatever
it and
you
throw
want.
it in there, we'll give you the Hail Mary. It's fine.
Like someone to have your back, no matter what, whether it's through loss or whatever. I know Jess, you went through a miscarriage. Me and my wife had a miscarriage. Just being there for each other through that is, you know what I mean, having each other's back.
Yeah, I think that's nice to have, someone else actually said that, someone that has your back and is there for you.
And then, someone to help you believe.
I guess guys call that like a ride or die,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. What else?
Are you just thinking sex and you're trying to think of something else to
Are
say?
you literally just
No,
thinking?
no.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, sex is important, but it's all about compatibility, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not good with someone, then it's not gonna work.
Right. So like having common interests, I guess, is.
Yeah, like we love reality TV shows. I don't know, stuff that we watch together, do together, go shopping, just common interests, you know.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
that's sweet.
good.
That's
Okay,
sweet.
I have a little more love for
Yeah.
humanity right now.
Barely.
We were just ripped apart by good old Ray.
Yeah, we needed our
needed a
bad
little
boy
pick-me-up.
Steven. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a rough episode. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, we've learned a lot, but so there are other things that men look for, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to introduce a new segment called Denny's Do's and Don'ts.
This is maybe my favorite.
And the reason that this segment exists is because now my husband does not listen to the show, but Alan edits every episode, and I listen back and I make edits myself. So I'll listen back and I'll be in the kitchen, whatever. So, Denny will be around and he either comments and either says, wow, you're doing the right thing. Do that. That's great
you're
advice.
fucking wrong.
Or that's a don't.
Yeah.
So I said, this is really, really great. And he wouldn't come on. So I got my notes to share with you guys. Okay.
Yes.
So Denny's segment is always going to be commenting on something that we've said.
Yes.
Denny's do's and don'ts. So Denny's big don't for this episode is don't look at your man's porn history.
No. Oh my God. It's all I do.
I know.
That is all I
that's what
do.
we told people to do. And I know so many women message
Why?
us.
Why
And listen,
not?
So Dennis says there's a few reasons. He says number 1, because you will be horrified. He says,
Yes, I have been horrified.
He said number 2, it doesn't always necessarily depict what your man's into for 2 reasons. And he said, A, the titles of the videos are not always accurate to what's going on. So
Oh my God, he's
said-
getting so in depth of
Yes, he
Pornhub.com. Like
so
he's
he
digging.
said that so right now stepbrother porn, stepsister porn is in right now. So he said every video is titled the same thing. So all of a sudden, you're new to porn. You go on, you're like, oh, my husband's really into his stepsister and he's got a stepsister. And now you're freaking out. B, he said browsing sometimes leads you at one video and then it suggests another video. And he says all of a sudden you're in some weird shit that you never expected to get into and that you're not really into.
But you're also 7 minutes into the one video you didn't think you'd end up on. And then you're like,
But,
what?
it reminds me of when we stalk and all of a sudden you're so deep
Yeah,
into
you're on your
stalking.
cousin's ex's
Yes.
nephew's best friend's dog walkers page.
That's how he
Yes.
explained it. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then C, which I think was the best, is he said it's fantasy. He said, Jess, are you going to really, get naked for for 90-year-old Dr. Norris? And I said, no. And he said,
For how much is Dr. Norris offering?
He said, does Dr. Norris turn you on when he grabs your boobs? I go, nope. He said, it's fantasy. Like, and that is the most important. So that is Denny's don't for this episode. Do not look at your man's porn history.
Bad examples.
We're bad
yet
examples.
again, because we have told you to search your man's history so many times. I felt like I have such benefits from it, though, so I don't know.
I agree, and I've given him that side of it too, where I'm like, yeah, but like I know there are certain things he goes through that I know
that's
he
like
likes.
a constant
Yes.
category that he'll end up at.
Yes, but I think in general, like, what I think he really wants to say is like, that's my private stuff.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
like,
don't
get your
look at
fucking
it."
hands off my porn. That's what he wants you to say. So he's giving you his
Oh,
don'ts
my
in such a
goodness.
nice, manly manner.
All right, so
We need to
to
hear from
wrap
Alan.
it up,
We need him.
we need Alan so bad.
Baddie daddy time.
Daddy time.
By the way, I text Jess and Alan on Father's Day. I literally
Yes,
wrote,
you did, you sicko.
I wrote, Happy Father's Day, Baddie Daddy. Thanks for raising us two non-techie losers and completely scarring you for life. We love you.
Hey baddies, it's Alan. I've been asked by Jessica and Tracy to tell you my thoughts on what men want. And I'm going to talk about three things. I'm going to talk about, personal life. I'm going to talk about romantic life, talk about career. I'm going to start with career because we're right here. Career-wise, I think men want to feel like they have power.
Power.
Men
A lot of
want,
men said that.
to feel like they're accomplishing something, whether it's that they end the day off and they look back on what they've done for the day and they're like, I feel good about this, or they believe what they're doing is ultimately going to make something better for someone else down the road. And that's how I feel. That's what I want to do.
So
Personal life.
hold on, I'm
think-
going to pause this. So Alan really,
He's
I mean,
awesome. He's saying everything guys are saying.
He's saying
But
it
he's
in
the
a
nicest
more
way.
appropriate way. Yep. All right, carry on.
Personal life, I think you want to feel safe. You want to feel like you're somewhere you're not going to end up, without any money, without a life jacket, without someone there to help you out. So you want to
Sure.
make sure you have friends. I think men want to surround themselves with people that hype them up and fuck around with them, but like help them do better. Romantic life.
Yeah,
Romantic
boy.
life.
Get into it.
I think you want someone that you can trust. I think men want someone that can
Trust.
help.
Not one of these fuckers said trust.
No.
They said loyalty, but that's different.
No, loyalty is you don't suck anyone's dick but mine. Trust
Yeah.
is not something that they said.
Nothing.
No.
Men want someone that can help make them laugh. I
Love
think
that.
men want someone that make them feel safe, and
Yes.
at the same time,
Men are too pussy to
make
say that
them
they
feel
want
like
someone
they're
to make
taking
them
a lot
feel
of
safe.
risks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's what I've found, which is why we've set our wedding month. We're getting married in October of 2020.
Woo! Yeah, Alan. Wow. Oh, that's a nice. All right. So you know what? I was gonna end this episode on a bitter ass fucking note.
No, let's be happy.
That's a really
Daddy
nice
Daddy
news.
comes through yet
Congratulations,
again.
Alan. That is going to be a fun wedding to crash.
Yes. Don't invite us so we could crash it.
What did we learn, Tracy? We learned that
that
men
I'm-
are simple
They're
as fuck.
not only simple, they're fucking assholes. And
They're
we have to
assholes.
just take them for what they are because they're never going to change. Thousands and thousands of years, they have always wanted the same thing.
Yes. Like we were trying to get so
We
deep
were
and like
trying to
to
pull
really
it out
pull
of the
it-
guys.
No,
No, it's so surface.
it's so it's so simple.
The shallowest thing I think I've heard since 2013 was I picked my wife because I knew she would never get fat. I'm writing that on a fucking bumper sticker and I'm selling it because that is the most epic and honest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I don't hate him for it. That's how we felt about it, and that's how we picked her. A lot of guys are going to be like, "Oh, I picked her because she had really nice tits." So I was like, "I could fuck those forever."
Yeah.
But he said a different version of that. Like, I knew she would never get fat.
Yeah.
I'm not into fat girls, so
Yeah.
that's okay. So like, we can't hate on this. Like, they're at least being honest with
They're
us.
being on. What again? If we could take peel the layers
Yeah,
back on what
layers. They're like
what they're
ogres.
saying. What Ray is trying to say is that he has a type. So he found someone that was
Always going to be his type.
going to always be his
Because
type.
he
and-
doesn't want to cheat on her, so she'll always be his type.
Right.
And she gives blowjobs before work trips. So like, where's the fucking
What a
where's
woman.
the downfall
I'll
here?
marry her too.
Yeah, let's all marry her. Fuck, man, he's really figured out life.
He's figured
He
out
had
life.
his 20s. He screwed everyone that walked by him, and then he found the skinny girl who sends him off on, the right way.
And birthed him a son.
And
Look at
birthed
that.
him an adorable namesake child.
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples,
We're the best you've got.
so cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates, and if you like this clip, share it with a friend.